Good afternoon, grade 11. You can have a seat, please. First and foremost, welcome back to everyone. Second half of the year. The first semester of grade 11 is done, and hopefully for mathematics you have a more clear idea of what is the expectation and how we will be working. I moved, or I am not running completely with the CAPS document aligned. I'm moving data and statistics a little bit forward because data and statistics is a topic where learners, I find it an easier topic. It's not going to stay so until grade 12, but in grade 10 and 11, it's quite an easy topic where learners can score marks. And that's why I feel if you perhaps, hopefully we will cover it this term in full so that we also have questions, and in the assessments it will be assessed, but then I know that the learners will get good marks. So data and statistics. As a grade 11 learner or pupil, what can you tell me about data and statistics? Say that again. It's a collection. There's a collection of data. Yes. But what is data? Anyone? Information. That's good. Anything else? Any other words you want to throw around? I like that. Information. Statistics. Data is statistics. Great stuff. This is a grade 11 class. This is a grade 11 class. Yes. Explanation for data and statistics. Am I too fast on you? Say that again. Rates. Right? Rates. Oh, rates and change and numbers and stuff like that. All right. That's good. Anything else? Don't be shy. It is a comparison. If I give you, for example, 103, what is that? A number. Good. Can it be Iman? Can it be someone's name? Why not? 103. Yes. Isn't it a noun? Isn't it a noun? But let's look at the number. No? 103. Does a number mean anything to any one of you? 103. Does it mean anything to you? No. But if I say 103 out of 150, then it finds perspective, or then it finds more meaning, because then, okay, that can be a test. I'm not saying that it is a test, but it can be something. Basically, my definition of data that I would say is, in the sense that we are going to do it, look at it mathematically, is basically the sense or making sense of numbers. But because if you just given data, anything can be data. I can say my hair is brown. That is also data because it's information that I'm sharing with you. But what is the relevance of that? Data and analyzing of data and handling of data. Today, we're just going to work with some raw data, and I'm going to make it personal. So I'm going to give you your own data. You know what that is? No? But before we get to that, I asked AI, because what I do when I'm off, I just sit and in a room and think about school. I do nothing else. I just think about school, and I asked AI, explain to my learners what is data and statistics. And AI made a video for us, so we can watch that video now. And then I want you to analyze that video. Think, AI, you know what AI is? Artificial intelligence. Let's look at that phrase. Now, what does artificial intelligence mean? Let's break it up. Artificial, non-real, no, made up, synthetic almost. All right. And then intelligence. What is intelligence, people? Smart. Thank you for that word. Is smart the same as intelligent? It's the same. Is it the same? In a sense, but not. What's the difference? Do any of you know a smart person? Raise your hand. Do you know him personally? Do any one of you know a smart person personally?
Yes.
Any one of you knows an intelligent person? Are they the same people? You're saying that they're different people. Are you sure? Who says that intelligent and smart are the same thing? Come now back. We have one hand. Intelligence and smart is the same. Who says it's not the same? Right. Let's watch. No, I'll get back to that question. Let's quickly watch what AI says about data and statistics. As soon as you guys are quiet, I would like to start the video.
Imagine a scenario where every action you took was guided by data-driven insights, where decisions were not based on guesswork, but on the solid ground of statistical analysis. Sounds like a scene from a futuristic movie, right? Well, you don't have to imagine this. It's happening in various aspects of our lives, from healthcare to finance, marketing to manufacturing. And at the heart of this data revolution is a powerful tool: statistics. Simply put, statistics is the art and science of making sense of numbers. It's about extracting meaningful insights from a sea of data to help you understand the world around you better. It equips you with the tools to analyze, interpret, and present data in a way that drives informed decisions and accurate predictions. Now let's break down the essence of statistics into digestible chunks. Data collection. The life of statistics begins with data collection. Data can come in various forms, from surveys where people provide information to experiments where variables are meticulously measured. It could also come from observing patterns or even tapping into existing databases. For instance, if you wanted to understand customer preferences for a new product, you would start by collecting data. You might ask customers questions, observe their buying patterns, or analyze similar product sales data. Data analysis. With the raw data in hand, the next step is analysis. This is where you dive deep, looking for patterns, trends, and relationships that tell a story. It's like solving a puzzle where each piece of data has a role to play. Continuing our customer preference example, you might analyze the collected data to see which customer segment shows the most interest in the new product. Maybe it's a particular age group or a specific income bracket. Data interpretation. Analysis leads us to interpretation. Here you go beyond the numbers to give them meaning. What do these patterns and relationships actually signify? Why does one customer segment prefer the new product over another? These are the questions you seek to answer. Data presentation. Now it's time to bring your findings to life through presentation. This involves creating visuals like charts, graphs, and tables that make the data easy to understand and appealing to your audience. Let's say you found that younger customers are more interested in the new product. You can create a visually appealing infographic to communicate this insight to your marketing team, helping them tailor the product launch to that audience. Data organization. Finally, data organization brings everything together. It's about structuring and arranging the data in a way that makes sense and supports your analysis and interpretation. For example, you might organize survey responses by customer demographics, making it easier to spot trends and preferences within specific groups. These steps, data collection, analysis, interpretation, presentation, and organization, form the backbone of statistics, allowing you to transform raw data into actionable insights. Now let's explore some fundamental measurements in statistics. These measurements provide a concise way to summarize vast amounts of data, allowing you to grasp key characteristics quickly. Measures of central tendency, mean, median, and mode. These measures give you a sense of the center or typical value in a data set. The mean is the average, the median is the middle value, and the mode is the most frequent value. Measures of dispersion, range, variance, and standard deviation. These measurements tell you how spread out or varied the data is. The range is the difference between the highest and lowest values. Variance and standard deviation provide a more detailed analysis of how data points are dispersed around the mean. Measures of position, percentiles, and quartiles. These measures help you understand the position or rank of values within a data set. For instance, the first quartile divides the data into quarters, so 25% of the values fall below Q1. By understanding these basic measurements, you can start to unravel the patterns and characteristics of your data, gaining valuable insights into the phenomena you're observing. As we conclude our exploration of statistics, remember that statistics is more than a subject or a set of formulas. It's a powerful lens through which you can view the world. It's the companion you need to navigate the complexities of data-driven decisions. From understanding customer behavior to optimizing business processes, from predicting market trends to improving healthcare outcomes, statistics is your ally. It enables you to extract meaningful insights from the myriad of numbers that surround us. So embrace the power of statistics. Sharpen your analytical skills and become a more data-driven thinker. In doing so, you'll be equipped to make better decisions, solve complex problems, and predict future outcomes with greater accuracy. Remember, in an increasingly data-rich world, it's not just about having access to information, it's about knowing how to make sense of it. Statistics is the key that unlocks this understanding.
Right, that's quite a fair explanation that I think AI provided to us. Why do they say AI and not AS? Why is it artificial intelligence and not artificial smartness or something like that? If I can define it, no, for me, what does intelligence come from? The word actually comes from information. Intel means information. And I think basically artificial intelligence just has a lot of information, or let's say resources that it can use and filter, right? But what makes you smart is actually the differentiation of choices. And we as people, human beings, are actually smarter than AI because we have that distinguishing of what is right and wrong. AI doesn't have that yet. And that's why AI can be, that AI that's uncensored can become quite dangerous, right? Fallen into the wrong hands. But that's just how knowledge works. Knowledge is power, but power in the wrong hands causes destruction. Right. I did send this video, but what I'm going to do now, we're going to look at some raw data. First going to reflect on the first semester. I'm going to ask these two to hand out these two files for me, distributed, and then we will have some reflection of term 1 and term 2. If you have your book and you have that intervention page in front of your book, you can record your marks for yourself and for your parents, but the marks is between you and your parents. If your classmate wants to know, they don't need to know. If you feel it right that you should want to share with them your 1 or your 0 that you got for a certain test, you are most welcome. No? Or anything in between 1 and 0, you are most welcome to share. The first one you can write, if you are writing, you will most probably write investigation. No, it's not in there yet. You see, that's why we're going to do the data. And we're going to do it a little bit different. Who's going to do? Who's a friend? And will have the integrity not to share with other people. Right? So have the responsibility of keeping her marks for herself and also making sure that she also can see her marks. Good. Are we good? Has everyone received the portfolio yet? Do you have it? Right. Do you have a portfolio? I need to give you a portfolio then. Anymore. Right, guys and girls, for the first one, I'm going to give you some data. No? The data is raw. So I'm going to ask everyone, I'm going to make this engaging. So I'm going to ask everyone to stand up. Everyone stand up? Yes, thank you. When I call you to the front, if I call out your name, you come collect and then you can have a seat. You can have a seat afterwards. So yeah, just like that. I'll give you a number afterwards. Numbers actually have changed. Right, so you can just write. Thank you. Everyone can have a seat now? Everyone has a seat. So that's the first one. So you write in there. If you have the date, you can score the date. I think this was an investigation, or what was it? Assignment. Formal assignment. Term 2. You can just write formal assignment. Term 2. Then, okay, I'll be with you in a sec. Just a question. You saw now how I handed out that. Do you think that raw data was ordered or not? In order. I'll keep that pending because all of my previous classes have had a certain order today. I've handed out the test and the assessments. There was a certain type of order. 2. Right. 11A. Everyone in the 11A, can you please rise? Only 11A. If I call out your name, you can come collect. Ngama, Ndwa, Solange, Asive. Remember, I've all my other classes have had order today, either descending or ascending, meaning from high to low or low to high. The question is now, this is raw data. I'm not saying anything. I'm asking, is there order here? So this is just now going to be random because I have two piles here. Let's see here. Zanande. This is paper 2. Yongama, Otandwa, Nalisiwe. 80. Out of 80. Please start with your name now. Name first, then the other stuff follows. If you have, please sit on it. Imanati. Say, I've mentioned, remember, this one was now definitely order day, and then Lalita, and then the highest is Asive for this one. Right. What you have received now is also some raw data. No, you can reflect on that data for your parents as well. Please carry it over. What you can do for me after you've written that data, filed it, put it into the file, send your file to the front, and then I see you and your, like I said, this week, I want to only spend a week on data and statistics. So I have shared with you this morning some notes to copy. We don't want to spend a lot of time on data and statistics. I'm not sure whether you did do it on grade 10. I'm not going to ask that question. So please make sure that you get that notes, and I hope this video has given you some enlightenment of what data and statistics can be, but that is ultimately when it's compiled, analyzed, and prepared correct. No? What you're currently sitting with is some raw data. At the end of the year, remember you have a goal there. You have a goal. You have a goal. You're supposed to have a goal written in on your page, and the goal is to achieve that at the end of the year. So a year is a year of two halves. We are now in the second half, and your mindset is going to be vital. This is a fast term, a very quick term. It is going to be, we're going to be robbed out of a lot of our time, but the decisions you make, you have to make smart choices and get a balance in things. All right? That's my story. And then I'm going to leave you there. Please just send it to the front.